Welcome back to Dreams Come True, a celebration of Disney animation. Walt Disney once said, all your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. You know what takes courage? Romancing a princess when you've got webbed feet and warts. Now that's brave. With The Princess and the Frog, it's clear that Walt's dream lives on.
What? Oh, no. No, no, no. There is no way I am kissing a frog and eating a bug on the same day.
One of the geniuses of Walt Disney was that he made films that entertained adults as well as children. And I think his genius shows itself even more as time goes on.
White out?
I had the greatest experience in Poppins when we did the animated sequence with the penguins. I got to work with the animators, and it was some of the best fun I ever had. These guys knew their business.
The idea that the real world and the animated world could intersect was fantastic.
No one was doing anything like that. The ideas they had in the early movies were so great and so forward-thinking and just wonderful.
It's Mary Poppins and Berries.
Disney's innovative spirit is still alive and well. John Musker and Ron Clements, directors of The Little Mermaid and Aladdin, brought that same spirit to a new project.
I just looked at him and I said, I want you to do what's in your heart. And of course, these guys are more Disney than anybody around. And they said, this is what we want to make.
She stooped down, picked up the slippery creature, leaned forward, raised him to her lips, and kissed that little frog.
Ultimately, it took almost 4 years to become a reality, and hundreds of people were involved in the process of making that dream become real for audiences to see.
I want to be human too, so I can play jazz with the big boys. I want fingers and toes and a belly button. Not the kind that sticks out, but the kind that goes in.
Yeah, but George, you dig a little deeper, you find everything you need.
The Princess and the Frog takes us on a journey of discovery. But as with every Disney adventure, there are always a few bumps in the road.
Do you know what we do to kings who step out of their kingdom?
Every good story has someone who has a struggle. They haven't been able to get past something. No matter how hard they've worked or how hard they've tried, the dream hasn't come true.
Someday, Abu, things are gonna change.
You really can't do it by yourself. You do need to have folks that help along the way and people that hinder you along the way. I mean, sometimes you're heading towards what you think you want and you end up, you know, a donkey.
Oh.
You have to listen. People don't listen. This is why they get into some of the situations.
I'll take the apple, dear.
Don't take things from strangers. What does Snow White do? Takes a strange apple from some strange old lady, bites it, and poof, she's in a glass box.
When Snow White is given the apple, or if Alice doesn't know if she's gonna get out of Wonderland, it does affect you.
Although the journey isn't always easy, the rewards can be great. With a sprinkle of pixie dust, children learn to fly, beasts become beauties, and an ordinary young woman can become a princess.
How could I marry a prince? I'd have to be
A princess.
And you are, dear.
Princess Aurora.
I think every girl is fascinated with princesses. I used to always play princess growing up with my sisters. Of course, I was the princess, and they were my subjects.
And you think of the velvet and the jewels and the sparkle. Cinderella and her beautiful coach. Even the pumpkin was sort of beautiful.
I was more of a tomboy. It wasn't like I wanted to be a princess. That was not who I was at all when I was younger. But I did love the music, and every princess, you know, had their talent, and they were always singing, and I think I loved that.
They kind of come from a plain place. They're not exactly the belle of the ball always, but they're real people with real hearts. If you look at Belle, if you look at Pocahontas, if you look at, you know, Cinderella, who was totally pushed aside, and yet each of them rose above their situation.
You must kiss me.
Excuse me.
In Princess and the Frog, we did want to have a princess character, but we wanted it to be a princess for today. And Princess Tiana is a princess for today.
Tiana's dream has more to do with pots and pans than becoming a princess. Her wish is to open up her very own restaurant, but it won't be easy.
You ain't never gonna get enough for the down payment.
I'm getting close.
She has a dream of being in this
crazy food business. Deep down inside, she knows that it's going to be a bumpy ride.
There's no for her. There is no I can't. She's determined, and she's skilled, and she's a really hard worker, and she is somebody who is going to make her own dreams come true.
And that's all I want for you, sweetheart. To meet your Prince Charming and dance off into your happily ever after.
Mama, I don't have time for dancing.
The Princess and the Frog is a new Disney fairy tale in every respect, with a leading lady who makes her own dreams come true, even if it means puckering up for a frog.
As a woman who grew up with that fairy tale, I think it's only become more relevant. You know, how many frogs do you kiss before you meet your prince? It was funny because my daughter always used to kiss frogs. Well, actually, they were toads. You know, when we read that story together, she thought, oh, I'm going to keep kissing these little ugly toads. I still have to restrain her. And now she's 19, yeah.
Coming up, those fabulous Disney villains.
They all are magnificent in their evilness.
And that unmistakable sound of New Orleans.
This could be one of the best Disney scores ever.
When Dreams Come True continues.